Homework for section 6.5. Question number 1. A random variable x is not normally distributed. It has a mean 48 and standard deviation 6. So what is this one? It says mean 48. Where is our mean? Mu. Here it is. And standard deviation, it's gonna be our sigma. Okay, let's check. Correct. Okay, question number A. If you take a sample size of 21, can you say what shape of sampling distribution for the sample? No, but by the size of sample, you can never say if what kind of distribution it is, if it is normal or not normal. So we are saying no. All right. Next, why and why not? So what option we have? N is less than 30, sigma unknown, we have sigma known. N is not normal, and N is less than 30. Okay, what else? Population is not normal. Okay, it's correct. Next question. For the sample of size 21, state the mean and the standard deviation of the sampling distribution of the sample mean. So if sample size is 21, our mean is going to be the same that is given, 48. Mean that is given 48. Writing down from the beginning of problem is given, right? Now standard deviation is different story. We are going to find out how much standard deviation is given. 5, no 6. See here, first question we answered. Mean and sigma. Let me write down. Mu is 48. Sigma is 6. And how much is our sample size in this question? Sample size is 21. Okay, sample size is 21. So for the 21, we are going to get, since it's the sample central distribution, we are going to get our sigma. For if you're doing several times the sigma, we are going to take sigma and divide by square root of n, and in this case it's gonna be 6 divided by square root of 21. Let me see, square root of 21, how much is it? It's going to be 4 and something. Yeah, 4 and, let me see. Square root of 21 is 4.58257.569. Enough rounding till 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, like up to 6 I can round it. It's not a big deal. Okay. And to find the sigma, we are going to take the sigma for the problem and for which is 6, and since sample size is 21, so square root of 21 we need to divide by 6 divided by 4.5825 5. Okay, going all the way to 9 yards. It's going to be 1.3 309. Let's see how many digits they want to round it. How much they want to round it? 2 decimal, which is gonna be 1.31. Okay, let's check this one. 48 correct. This one 131 correct. Okay, now if you take sample size 39, can you say what the shape of distribution of the sample mean is? Okay, if we take sample size 39, then yes, we can say what the shape is, because it's more than 30. Okay, why and why not? Because sample size is over 30, which is going to be one of them. It says at least 30. And the other one is sigma is known, standard deviation is known. That's one of the significant elements or significant evidence of normal distribution. Sigma is known. Let's check. Okay. Moving to next question. So sample size is 39. We need to find mean. Mean is going to be the same thing, 48. It's given from the problem. If you change, no matter how much you change sample size, your mean is going to be the same. Let's check it before we use it. 48 correct. Now the standard deviation is going to be different story. So our standard deviation was 3 given, or 6. Here it is given from our original problem, but sample size is 39, which means here we place 39. Okay, so let's see, where is my calculator? Square root of 39. 39 square root. That gives me 6 over 2.244998. Okay, good enough. So from here, I'm taking 6 and dividing 2.24498, and my answer is 2.67. Let's place the answer. $2.67. All right, let's check. $0.96. Let's see what's wrong. We did something wrong, maybe. How much we calculated here? 131. And sample size was 21. All right, never mind. Let's maybe some numbers that kept in the memory of calculator messed this up. It's pretty straightforward. Square root of 39. Let's do one more time. Okay, something is wrong. One more time. Let me clean this. 39 and square root 6.245. Okay, 6.245. Since our standard deviation, let me double check, standard deviation is 6. Okay, 6 divided by 6.245. Yeah, it cannot get 2. Okay, so we take 6 and divide by 6.245. 0.95. Yeah, we got 0.96. It looks like it's in the memory of calculator there was something and it interfered with answer. 0.96. Correct. I just did it same thing over. So sample size is given 39. I took square root of 39, got 6.2245. And then 6, that was, it's our standard deviation from the word problem at the beginning. I divided by this square root of sample size and got 0.96. Okay. Moving to question number 2. In the United States, males between of age 40 and 49 eat an average 103.1 gram of fat every day with the standard deviation 4.32. Let me write down average 103 and 1. Okay, and what we had also, standard deviation 4.32. 4.32. Okay, we have this data. Let's see what we want. The amount of fat a person eats is not normally distributed. Random sample 30, sample of 32. Let me write down sample of 32. Okay. 32 men, age 40 to 59 in the US is taken. Okay. It is possible rounding to up to 4 decimal. Okay. Question number 1. So, identify the individual variable, type of variable, and the random variable in the content of this problem. So the individual is, let me see what we have. So we have individual is males between 40-49. Okay. I would say randomly selected male. Okay. Correct. A variable information collected from each individual is, what did they collect from each individual? Let me see what option they give. The mean fat consumption. Mean fat consumption of all males in the US. Well, this is not all males. It just says in United States male between blah blah blah. So the mean consumption of hold on. Mean consumption of 32 randomly selected male. Okay, mean fat. Here it is. Or 32 randomly selected males. No. Let's put this way, fat consumption. Okay. Checking. Because that's what we check, right? The variable information. Okay, fat consumption is right. And the variable is going to be so it's going to be, I would say, quantitative continuous, because the fat can be any gram, right? So we are good. If you have here quantitative continuous, it doesn't mean necessarily in your problem going to be quantitative continuous. So you use your logic to use it. Why I choose quantitative? Because one person, second person in the fat can be continuous, right? Fat doesn't have quality of fat. Okay. Next, the random variable x is as follow. Let's see what it is. What is our x? It's a mean fat consumption of randomly selected. Where is the fat random select? Here it is. Let's check. Correct. Okay, so this one, it's already actually it's giving. This is given correct symbol 103 and 1 we already wrote down. This is our mu. 4.32, this is our sigma, and 32 is a sample size, and here it is lowercase n. Okay, next identify the random variable x bar, which is mean of the sample, x bar in the context of this problem. So it should be average fat for 32, where is it? Mean fat for 32 randomly selected males in the US. Consumption 32. I would say this one. This one. Okay. You know what? Let me all together and double check, submit the answer. Yeah. So far so good. Next one. So question D, find the mean of the sampling distribution of the sample mean. Mean of the sampling distribution of the sample mean. So we have sampling distribution, the mean, the sampling distribution of the means, and we are taking mean of the sampling distribution. Put a numeric value and blah, blah, blah. So what do we have? How much is it? Our mean 103.1. And here we have what? It's gonna be gram, right? It's yes, measured in gram. Okay, lowercase. Okay, question number E. So what do we have? Find the standard deviation of the sampling, the sampling distribution of the sample mean. Put the numeric value to 2 decimal places in the first box and correct units in the second box. Okay, so what do we have here? Let me see. We are going to take our sigma and divide by square root of n, which is gonna be 4 point, is it 32? I'm sorry, let me check. I can't read my own writing. Yeah, 4 and 32. Okay, divided by square root of 32, and this is gonna be our standard deviation for sample distribution. Okay, let me do the math part. So square root of 32 is going to be 5.65685. Okay, 4.32. Let me divide 4.32. Oh, see, I didn't clean it. I was going to get mess again. 4.32 divided by 5.65685. Okay, and we get 0.76367. 0.76368 even. Let me see how many digits it wanted for. 1, 2, 3, 76, 37 then. If it's 4 digits. That 2 decimal, then it's going to be 0.76. Okay, and it's going to be gram. Oops, lowercase. Okay, so what is the next question? Question F. All right, what does it say? What is the shape of distribution, of sampling distribution? So I would say normal or approximately normal, because our sample size is at least 30 and sigma is known. This is our question 1. Oh yeah, we finished question 1. We are working on question. Did we check question 1? I think we checked. No, we didn't. Now it's correct. Okay, so we are doing now question 2. All right, let me check so far what we have. Everything is correct. We did it right. Okay, next one. So we haven't chosen something else. No, it is correct. Is at least 30 and sigma is known. We are good. Okay, next one. Find the probability that the sample mean fat consumption of 32 randomly selected males in the US age 40-41 is less than 104. Okay, so we are going to use round till 4 decimal. Do not use rounded standard deviation from part E. Use the exact value of standard deviation with the square root. Okay, so we are going to use our 104.7 minus our average. This is mu x bar minus our average 103.1. This is at the beginning of word problem is given, remember? It's right here at the very beginning. Here it is, 103.1. And we calculated also standard deviation. It's asking us to use exact standard deviation, which is 0. Here it is 0.76. How did we calculate? Remember, we took 432 sigma divided by square root of 32. And we got 0.76. 0.7637 actually. Let me rewrite it so it would be clear. So we are doing square root of 32 divided by, no, standard deviation was 4.32. divided by square root of 32. 4.32, this is my sigma from the word problem, right? And dividing by square root of 32, and we are getting 104.7 minus 103.1 divided by, this operation is going to be 0.7637. If we do that, we are going to get all this operation, we are going to get 2.095. So this is our z-score. And then z-score, you either can use the table or you can use the z-score calculator. In previous homeworks, under homework video, I placed the link to z-score calculator, I mean probability calculator. So if you do it, you get probability of z-score equal 2.095. It's going to be 0.9819. 0.9819. Now, because let's see something I want to pay careful attention. Actually we have 0.9819. Let me write down this, and I want to invite your attention. 0.9819. Okay, so one thing I want to invite your attention, it says here, question G, it says less than 104.7. If it's less than, then whatever value z-score we get, that's the answer of probability. If it would be more than, so either on calculator you would choose more than, or if you use table, then you would subtract from one result you would get, probability you would get. Okay? All right. Moving to next one, it's going to be the same way. 101.7 H, 101.7. So it's going to be same calculation, but 101.7 here going to be. Okay, so bottom is going to be same way, 0.7637 on the top. So we are going to get 101.7 minus 103.1, and we are getting negative 1.4. So negative 1.4 divided by 0.7637. Let me clean all this. And we are getting z-score is equal, getting negative z-score. So 1.4 divided by 0.7637, and we are getting, and my calculator disappeared. I didn't get anything. Okay, it's equal negative 1.833. So I'm going to use the calculator, so because it's easier, faster, I don't want to waste time. So I'm typing negative z-score 1.833. Since mine is I'm going to take the one that is less than, right? Because it says less than 101.7. Once I calculate, I'm getting 0 point probability of z-score less than negative 1.833. It's going to be equal 0.033401. So let me put the answer. Oh, not this one, this one. So it's going to be 0.0334, 4 digits. Okay, we got it. So next, we're solving question I. Is mean fat consumption of 101 gram unusually low for 32 randomly selected males in the age of 40 and 49. Well, let's figure it out. So average is for 32 randomly selected males, average is 103 and something, right? How much was that? Let me see. 32, average was 103.1, correct, for 32 sample. Now here we got for 32 0.0333. So what does that mean? Yes, it's on the probability of having sample mean. Let me see. Yes, we're having a sample mean fat consumption of not at least, but it's going to be at most. Yes, at most of having sample mean is less or equal 0.05. Yes. Give me 1 second. Yeah, at most. Let's check it. All these answers so far, what we did. Oh, suggesting similar one. Looks like something somewhere we messed up. This one. Let's reread. Yes, the probability of having a sample mean for fat consumption at most 117. Yes, I chose at most because we have less than 117. More than 0.05. It has to be less than. It's always less than 0.05. It's unusual. Okay, less or where is our we need case? Yes, with less than. Yes, probability samples at most is more than. Sample fat consumed at most and less than or equal. This one. Okay, let's check now. Yeah, correct. Okay, and the last one, J. If you found the mean fat consumption for sample of 32 males in the US age 40-41 as low as 101 gram, what might you conclude? Well, let's see. There is an evidence that the mean level of fat consumption may not be higher than 103.1. There we go. Let's check this one also. Again, may not. I'm saying one thing, choosing another thing. May not be, which means may now be lower. Bingo. Okay. I think question number 3, let's see, it should be the same thing, pretty much. Yep, it's the same thing. So, using the first question, you can cover all other questions. This is also the same. Sorry guys, I understand every question has several sub-questions, but this is a school's given homework. It's not mine. Okay, yeah, it's all the same. All right, so I guess you can use this, and the one question I solved, all other 3 are identical, so we're just looking at first one. You can solve all 4s because they are very similar, not very similar, identical practically, with different numbers. And again, If you get stuck, don't spend hours to trying to figure out. Text me right away, and my phone number you can find on the homepage, and I will be right there help you out. Okie dokie.